All right, today I want to first share a scripture, and then I'm going to tell you a story, a true story of something that happened to me in my travels just a few months ago. Let's go to Proverbs, the 7th chapter, and let's start reading at the 10th verse. Proverbs 7th chapter and the 10th verse. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. And continue on to verse 13, maybe the first part of it. She caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him. Well, let me just stop there. The story I'm going to tell you is something that happened to me a few months ago. I was traveling from one coast of the United States to the other coast on a trip to see a family member, actually my father. And because of delays due to weather, I had to stop in Arizona, and they gave me, the airline set up to have a discount, gave me a discount to stay at a very nice hotel. And when I reached the hotel, a very nice hotel, it was basically the middle of the night, and I proceeded to go to the front counter where the ladies' reservation attendants were working. And as I was trying to complete my transaction and get my room key, I could see out of the side of my eye there were a couple ladies approaching. And as I was talking with the reservationist, it was the middle of the night, I was hungry, I had been in the airport or flying for hours and hours, and I was trying to find out about the restaurant in the hotel, whether they were still serving, whether they had good food and whatnot. And the two ladies that were approaching from the side, one of them was more, I guess, forward and bold. This word impudent in Proverbs verse 13, chapter 7, I think really describes her. The bold one just butted right into the conversation and said, well, if you come into the restaurant, the hotel's restaurant, you'll get a chance to see beautiful half-naked ladies. Now, once I saw what these two women were wearing, I immediately just focused back on the reservationist and just told her, hey, I've been married 30 years or almost 30 years or something to that effect, because these two ladies were, they weren't even maybe half naked. They might have been more than half naked. They had on bikinis in the middle of the night in the hotel lobby, and they were trying to entice me to come with them into the restaurant. When she referenced I could get to see half-naked ladies, she was talking about her and her companion or friend. So I focused directly on the reservationists and wouldn't even face them. And the point that you need to get out of this verse and this story is that there are, and let me say, these young women, they must have been at least maybe 20 years younger than me. Nice looking, but I mean, this was a setup. There could no good come out of me going with them into the restaurant, even to chit chat and socialize. In this verse, it tells you, this bold woman, she's waiting, lurking to entice men. Just like these two women in bikinis, they were waiting to lurk and entice someone. There's been so much in the news, year after year, documentaries on how either these women, maybe they were, harlots, like this verse says, this woman is dressed like a harlot. A harlot basically is a prostitute. Whether they were, prostitutes, maybe not. Or sometimes you get a lot of these scammers that are trying to entice men who are alone into a situation where they can literally take advantage of the men. Or maybe they were interested in just some sort of relationship, but given that I'm married and given that they were, even if I wasn't married, that they're half naked, the best thing for me to do is to ignore them, let them know in no uncertain terms that I'm not interested. I was truly very hungry, but I just got my key, got out of that situation, went to my hotel room, and after some period of time, I thought I'd slip back down and just kind of check out the restaurant. But when I came back down to the lobby, I looked around, I didn't see the young ladies, I thought it was safe. I went over to the restaurant, and I could see them right there in the middle of the restaurant, actually in a bar section and of the restaurant, because it had the restaurant cook in one side and tables, and on the other side, or in the middle, there was a bar. So when I saw that, I turned right around, went to the little snack bar and just got me some snacks in a little small pantry. And sometimes to maintain your integrity, men, and to protect your eyes from focusing on something you shouldn't be focusing on, it'll cost you. So I got my little snacks from the pantry and went to my hotel room and locked the door and kept myself safe. Okay, that'll be it for now, but keep this in mind. Brothers and even sisters too, protect yourself from situations, even if you gotta go the long way around, stay away from an environment or a situation that's not wholesome and conducive to your walk with Christ.